The Life of Ryuichi Sakamoto. In 2014, Ryuichi Sakamoto was diagnosed with cancer. Around a year later, it appeared that he had beaten the illness. However, in January 2021, he said that the cancer had returned, spread, and that it couldn't be cured. Even though he was battling against the disease, Sakamoto continued to share his love for music with the world. His fight against cancer was an inspiration to many. He showed great courage during this time, and his journey encouraged others to face their own health struggles with determination. In 2022, Sakamoto planned a special online concert for his fans. Although he was facing health difficulties, he didn't let them stop him from playing and connecting with his fans. This concert was a touching goodbye to his followers and a celebration of his love of music. Ryuichi Sakamoto's varied life is a testament to the power of music and the human spirit. Besides this, it also serves as inspiration to continue to do the things you love, even when life is hard. Now Sakamoto's legacy lives on through his music.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to English for You. I'm Mike.
I'm Nikki.
And we're back on day 3, looking at the life of Ryuichi Sakamoto, the multi-talented Japanese musician, pop star, film score, conductor or composer, actor. We can throw an actor there, right? He acted in one of the movies that he wrote the music for. A very talented guy who sadly passed away around this time last year. But a very interesting life. And since he had a 50-year career, a lot of music to enjoy out there. So if you've got any interest after reading this article about Mr. Sakamoto, there's tons of good stuff to check out. And pretty much he's made music in pretty much any style. So I think you'll find something you like. Let's get to our article. It says in 2014, Ryuichi Sakamoto was diagnosed with cancer. Ooh, bad news. Around a year later, it appeared that he had beaten the illness. Wow, interesting. So
he recovered.
Yeah, 10 years ago, he was first diagnosed with cancer. When you're diagnosed with something, basically you feel something is wrong with you. You go to the doctor, they do some tests, and then they say, you have da-da-da. That is to be diagnosed. You have heart problems. You have a tumor. You have COVID-19. We've discovered what you have. We've done the test. Now we know this is your problem. And around a year later, it appeared that he had beaten the illness, right? Because they'll treat cancer, and some people can become cancer-free, right? After taking the medicine, doing all the things the doctors want.
Or chemo.
Getting chemo, whatever is needed. They actually get better, but then, of course, the cancers can come back later on.
那 diagnose 这个动词指的是诊断，也就是说你去看医生的时候，医生可能会告诉你你有什么问题，或者是得了什么病。那 diagnose somebody with something 指的是某一个人被诊断出了一个疾病。那在这里课文告诉我们，坂本龙一他被诊断出癌症，但是在约莫1年后，他抗癌成功。
However, this is the bad news. In January 2021, so almost 10 years after he was first diagnosed with cancer, he said that the cancer had returned, spread, and that it couldn't be cured. So the cancer came back even worse than before, and it was not something he was going to get better from. Yeah, things like, breast cancer for women, skin cancer, lung cancer, those can be okay. You can survive that, but liver cancer, cancer of the pancreas, pancreatic cancer, those are the bad ones. Those are the ones where doctors can't do much for you. And maybe in a year or two, eventually the cancer will claim your life, will kill you. Even though he was battling against the disease, Sakamoto continued to share his love for music with the world. One of the millions of brave people facing cancer, dealing with it, living their life even with this terrible thing hanging over them, this terrible battle with cancer. To battle is to fight against a powerful foe. We often think of armies battling or, superheroes battling at the end of an Avengers movie or something like that. And of course, yes, when you're fighting against someone with weapons or knives or guns or hands, you're battling. But we also battle other things. You might battle your addiction to junk food. If you're trying to lose weight, it's like, oh, I can't eat the cookies, but I want the cookies, but they're so bad for me, but I must have just one. And then you fight against it, and finally you say, I'll eat a carrot. Well, you've won that battle. Good for you. You're battling against your desire for junk food. It's just as hard as it can be battling against a powerful enemy. For example, Kurt had to battle against a strong wind as he rode his bicycle up the hill. The wind does not hate him. The wind is not trying to hurt him, but he's fighting against it because it's a powerful force that he has to try to go against.
那课文说，但是在7年之后，他的癌症又复发了。这边看到 even though 指的是尽管或者是虽然，那动词 battle 指的是抗争或是奋战。Battle 除了有我们比较常见的军事作战的意思之外，在这里课文指的是他努力去克服。He tried hard to get rid of this cancer. 那 battle 还可以是名词 a fight between two opposite groups 战争或是战役。
And his fight against cancer was an inspiration to many. He didn't keep it secret. His fans knew he was fighting cancer, and I'm sure many of them had their own personal stories about fighting or battling against cancer. So that brought inspiration to many, courage and stuff like that to other people who looked up to him. He showed great courage during this time, very brave during this time, because it is a tough thing. And his journey encouraged others to face their own health struggles with determination. Here we're using journey, not talking about a long trip, like a long journey across the Sahara Desert in Africa. Here we're talking about a more personal journey when you're changing, when you're battling something, when you're facing challenges, when you're doing difficult things. A journey to lose weight, a journey to learn how to speak Japanese, a journey to get a PhD and graduate from university. These are challenging, difficult things that will take time and determination, and you'll want to quit, but if you don't, you keep on going and make it to the end. Well done. For example, Heidi's journey from losing her sight to becoming a medal-winning bike rider was made into a movie. What a journey! She can't see, and then many years later, she becomes a bicycle champion, and she still can't see. That's quite an interesting journey.
那他抗癌的过程启发了许多人。Journey 这个名词指的是过程或是历程，在这里指的是比较抽象的意思。当 journey 用来当作旅行或是旅程的时候，我们指的是要搭乘交通工具的那种，搭火车或是搭飞机到一个目的地。但这里呢，课文的意思是历程，就是在说他从得癌症到抗癌的整段过程。
And we also had the word struggle there. Well, struggle and journey, the way we're using them here, are quite similar. Challenge as well, a difficult thing that you're trying to do. Something that's a struggle is not easy. It's difficult. Again, you might want to quit. It might take a lot of time and effort. But eventually you will make it through as long as you keep on trying. For example, people all around the world are involved in a struggle to survive with almost no money, food, or clean water. And it seems that struggle for many is just getting harder.
那另外 struggle 这个名词是抗争，和前面提到的 battle 其实意思差不多。A struggle is a task that is very difficult. You have to make a great effort. 那在这里课文的意思就是说，坂本龙一他抗癌的历程鼓励了很多其他也同样在面对健康问题的人。那另外一个字 determination 这个名词是决心，也就是说可能某件事情很困难，但是你还是决定要去完成它，那就是决心。It's a quality of trying to do something even when it isn't easy.
Absolutely. And now his journey to try to beat the cancer and his struggles with the disease were things that he wasn't shy about. He wasn't a very private person in this period of life. It says in 2022, Sakamoto planned a special online concert for his fans. Remember 2022, that's back during the COVID time, so you couldn't do a big open live concert with people all together. He had to do it online. And this is, of course, remember when he was quite sick. Although he was facing health difficulties, he didn't let them stop him from playing and connecting with his fans. A struggle against cancer can often leave you feeling sick and weak and tired, losing your hair, things like that. It's not a fun thing to go through, but he did it very bravely, and he did it with his fans, through his fans, and for his fans.
那在2022年的时候，他甚至是举办了一场线上的音乐会。即使他当时健康堪忧，但是他没有让 癌症这件事情阻止他和他的粉丝们连结互动。Stop somebody from doing something 指的是阻止某人去做某件事情，或者是无法做某件事。
This concert, it says, was a touching goodbye to his followers and a celebration of his love of music. I'm going to try not to cry here. Well, it sounds very touching. I mean, it's very emotional. That's what we mean here. It's a very emotional thing. He wasn't just sort of retiring. Oh, I'm tired of playing music. I think I'll just, stay home and get old. No, he was going to die. So he was saying goodbye from, both as a musician and also just as a man, as a human being. And so he had many followers. These would be fans. Of course, among his followers, you'd probably include his colleagues, co-workers, family, the people he'd worked with, musicians he'd worked with, but mainly the fans. That's what we mean by followers. And it was a celebration. It was a great joyous thing with a few tears, but mainly a joyous thing about his life and his love of music. And yes, I'm sure his followers were all there, probably with a box of tissue paper somewhere nearby. For follower, we have this example sentence. Nick thinks that he is some kind of celebrity because he has around 400 followers on Instagram.
He's an influencer.
I don't think that quite makes you a celebrity, but keep going, Nick.
那在这边我们看到 follower 也就是粉丝观众，其实就是他的支持者。那 a follower is someone that supports or admire a certain person or even a group.For example, I'm his biggest fan. I'm a follower. Or on Instagram, we have followers. 在社群媒体上，我们会有一些追踪者，那这些人通常就是对特定的内容感到有兴趣，才会进而追踪或是支持。那 celebration 这个名词是颂扬，在这里指的就是所有坂本龙一的支持者聚集在网络上一起听他音乐的这件事情。
Ryuichi Sakamoto's varied life is a testament to the power of music.And the human spirit. Absolutely. You can look back at his varied life. His life had a lot of variety in it. That's basically kind of what we're saying here. He did many kinds of music. He worked as a group. He worked on his own. He did music for movies. He did music for concerts. All sorts of stuff. So it wasn't all the same. There was a lot of variety, choice, selection there. A lot of different things going on in his life. Jeff, we could say, had a varied childhood.As his parents moved to a new country every 2 years when he was a kid. So he grew up different parts of the world, playing different games, speaking different languages, a very varied childhood, not all the same.
那我们看了这么多有关坂本龙一的故事之后，我们可以看出他人生真的是千变万化，是个有故事的人。Vary 这个形容词指的是有变化的，或是形形色色、各式各样的。A varied group of people 指的就是各式各样的人。那课文接着告诉我们，这样的人生就是一个见证 ，a testament。这个名词指的是证明或是证据。If something is a testament to something, it is the proof.
And then we read, besides his varied life and the testament of the power of music, besides this, it also serves as inspiration to continue to do the things you love, even when life is hard. Yeah, imagine getting terrible news like that.Cancer diagnosis, it would be easy just to quit and feel sorry for yourself and wait to die. But he didn't do that. He wanted to go out celebrating his life music, celebrating his friends, fans, and followers, all that stuff. He lived his life to the very end. We use that word besides at the beginning. This is a useful preposition, especially when we're telling a story, saying in addition to, also. It might also show that these two things are a little bit different, but they're also very true at the same time.So it's a good thing to use. You're usually using it when you make a second point after you've made a first point in the sentence just before. Here's an example. I'm too tired to go skydiving this weekend. Besides this, I'm trying to save money, and it's an expensive activity. So 2 reasons I won't go skydiving. I'm tired, and I don't have the money.
还记得前面有提到除此之外，那在英文里面呢，有分加一或是减一。那 besides 或者是 in addition to 这样的介系词片语，后面接的会是名词或是动名词，表示除了已经提到、已经知道的情况外，还有再加上其他情况。那相反的 except 就会是减一，也就是不包含这个情况。所以在这里课文所提到的 besides this 指的就是除了前面提到的音乐作为证明之外，它也是一个启发，在人生很难的时候，我们会记得要继续做自己喜欢做的事情。所以呢，这边总共有2件事情。
Now, Sakamoto's legacy lives on through his music. There you go. When you've produced that much great music, you will never truly go away. You'll never truly die because your legacy, your life, your talent lives on through his music. So in other words, even 100 years from now, when we're all dead and gone, people will still be listening to, talking about, and celebrating Ryuichi Sakamoto's life and his music and his movies and all of the other great things that he did. He will be much loved and respected for a long time into the future. What a great thing.
Legacy 这个名词指的是某人去世之后所留下来的成果或是遗产。当我们用 legacy 这个字的时候，表示所提到的人或者是事情已经不在了或者是结束了，我们才会用 legacy 来表示。Legacy is the result of something that happened at an earlier time. 那 live on 这个片语则是继续存在的意思，也就是说 the good things that Sakamoto left us will continue to exist through his music. 那接下来我们来看今天的 For You Chat question. Mike,
Yes.
how do you think we can stay positive even when terrible things are happening to us?
Oh, that's a tough question, but a great question. Well, I think a lot of good things were sort of mentioned there in our article. You can listen to music. You can continue to do things you love. Surround yourself by wonderful people. I would add in laugh. Laugh as much as you can, because often when you laugh, talk about your problems, dance around to your favorite music, just things like that. You often feel much better afterwards. And even crying can be good. Crying can be a good way to be positive.
Sometimes it's good to cry.
It is absolutely good to cry. So just try to be as positive and surround yourself by as much love, light, and laughter as you can. Because terrible things will happen to all of us at different times. It's how we react to them, what we do because of them, that will really shape the things and how they affect us. What about you? Do you have some special things that you always try to do when you're feeling blue?
I always think that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I always think about that. And things are going to get better.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
Exactly.
There you go. Good things to remember even when times are tough. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you back here sometime soon. Until then, all the best. Take care of yourselves and each other, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review. Battle. In the winter, many wild animals have to battle the cold weather to survive. Journey. Lisa's journey of learning a new language was a great experience that opened many doors for her future. Struggle. This movie is about women's struggle to get the right to vote in the UK. Follower. Jenny has many followers on YouTube because she works hard to create interesting videos. Varied. The weather in our city is varied. It could be sunny in the morning and rainy in the afternoon. Besides. Besides being a famous actor, Carmen was a successful singer who sold many albums last year.
智慧小补帖
Diagnose. Determination. Celebration. Testament. Legacy.